I am graduating from Caesar Rodney High School this year. I am 18 years old. I have been showing pigs for the past 10 years at my family farm here. One of the joys that I have is getting to play with my piggies and getting to interact with them. Today you guys are going to be watching us clean pens, clipping, feeding, and kind of just some care and maintenance that we do around the farm here. So stay tuned. This is our show barn. We have 4 different pens of hogs in them at the moment. We have 5 market hogs and 1 sow. A sow means that she has already had babies. This is Blueberry. She's one of my babies. She's my girl. This is Brock. He's one of our boys. We have Jeffrey over here to the left, Berkeley to the right, and then over here we have Callie, and then we have Bruno. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and clean their pens out. Their pens get cleaned once a week. I'll show you a little bit of what we do, and then we'll show you the final product. Alrighty, so here is Dominic. He is currently cleaning out the pig pens. He gets all of the stuff that is in the pens. I'm not sure if you guys can see it over there in the corner. These are called shavings. They kind of get cleaned out every week or so. This ensures that they stay nice and clean and dry, and they have a happy, healthy environment. Dominic is my brother. He is also kind of my business partner and working partner. We do this show pig thing together. Another thing that happens is their water is right behind Dominic over there in that red bucket. Their water is get cleaned once a week. This ensures nice, healthy, productive piggies that are nice and happy. It gets cleaned out, it'll get dumped and scrubbed and put back in there every day, day and a half or so. This ensures that they stay nice and clean and that the piggies don't get sick or anything like that. While Dominic's finishing up cleaning out that pen right there, when we get done cleaning, you'll see that this stuff down here is like white powder. It's almost like a baby powder kind of. We put this down just so it kind of takes the odor away a little bit and helps with the stink. Later on, you will see us put pellets down. It's going to be these little wood pellets. Here, let me show you. This is what it's going to look like. These things are going to go down later. They're going to go right over top of that white powder right there. And what that's going to do is that's going to keep all the moisture pretty much out of the ground and keep it above all the dirt and everything. So when we come to clean pens again, we can just scoop all that up and take it back down so it looks like this and it's back down to the dirt. We will go ahead and clean all these pens out and we'll show you the final result. Hey guys, so we just got done cleaning out all of the pens. So now we're going to start to put our shavings back in our pens. We have nice clean water. Our feeders are all tied up. Barn's kind of tidied back up. Now we're going to put some shavings in. So what? It's pretty easy. You take your bale of shavings and you cut it open. gonna come back and put some pellets in, and then we're gonna feed. Can't wait to see ya. Hi guys, so now we're gonna lime. Basically what we do is we just take it and go in front of the pens. What this does is it kind of keeps the odor out and keeps the bugs away. Alrighty, now that we limed, we're going to go ahead and grab a bag of pellets. You can stop it. Okay, guys, so now that we have our pellets, like I said, they look exactly like this. That's all they are. There's nothing special, nothing fancy to them. We're going to take and we're going to drizzle some right in front of the pen. Entire way down the barn. So basically what this does is it's a really pushed together wood pellet. So when water hits it, it kind of expands. So instead of the water kind of laying in the barn, it'll kind of soak up in these wood pellets right here. And then what we'll do next week is we'll take them all up and then we'll clean the barn out again and then we'll do it all over again. So I'm just going to go ahead and wood pellet the rest of the barn for you. And it gives a little bit of a nicer look to the barn. Just take a little bit here and there. Alrighty, now that we have our wood pellets kind of spread out, all these are here to do is just kind of for it to sit and look a little better. Like I said, they kind of absorb any water, so if the piggies decide that they want to dump their water tub one day, that those pellets will go ahead and pick those water droplets up so I don't have a big puddle in my barn. We're getting ready to kind of clean up and tidy up, and then we'll come back to show you what's next. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do, typically on a normal day, this is kind of a different day today. We're doing stuff a little bit later, but they have already had their breakfast. Their breakfast was at 8 a.m. They get fed twice a day. That's Bruno for you. They get fed twice a day, once at 8 a.m. in the morning, and then they typically get fed around 6 p.m. at nighttime. They get a whole feed scoop of feed. This is what their feed looks like. It's a mixed ground up between oats, corn, barley, wheat, and a bunch of different things and vitamins that the piggies need to stay nice and healthy. They get different proteins and stuff like that depending on their diet, kind of how you guys eat at home, how your parents make sure that you get your greens and your vegetables and everything like that. It's the same concept here. I got to make sure my piggies are all nice and healthy. We are about a week out from the Delaware State Fair. They will get shown there, and then they will come back here and basically live their life out the rest of the time. Most of them will, and then we will have baby piggies in the fall. They're very spoiled. They like their marshmallows, as you can tell. Bruno's a little bit more of an animal cracker guy himself, as you can tell. Bruno, come here. Animal cracker, huh? What, buddy? I know. He's they're a little spoiled. They do like their animal crackers and their marshmallows and everything like that. I mean, they are my babies. He's one of my favorites. He's my buddy. They're very spoiled. They're very lovable. You can pretty much get in and lay with them at any time. He is my buddy. Huh, you're my buddy. They're all very friendly. She likes attention a little bit more. She's one of an attention hog. But typically, like I said, on a normal day, they get fed at 8 a.m. and their feed gets dumped in these things right here. These are feeders. Get dumped in there. Once they eat all of their feed, they'll typically lay down. And as you can tell if you look through the barn, these are the only two up right now. It's like nap time for these guys. But they've had a pretty eventful morning. So all the pens are cleaned. Everybody's been fed. Everybody's been walked. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about is we train these piggies kind of like, you know how you for dogs, you teach them how to sit, and you teach them how to down, and you teach them how to stay, and you teach them how to use the bathroom and things like that. It's kind of the same concept, but a different method. I teach my piggies to walk. Basically, that just means that they can't stop, that they keep their heads nice and pretty, they keep their heads up the entire time, and they're always constantly moving. That's one of our biggest pet peeves in the show pig world, is that you have to have a piggy that can walk. You don't want them stopping in the middle of the show ring. You want a nice fluid walk. I don't know if anybody's ever seen a dog show, how they have like a course they have to do. That's kind of like what we as showmen like to think of the show ring. We like to think and just kind of walk in a figure eight, kind of walk in a pattern in our heads so that we can kind of keep a fluid, nice motion throughout the show ring. I'm actually going to a show this Sunday, so there's going to be pictures and videos concluding today, and I'm going to have plenty of pictures and videos for you guys to see and what it's like to be at an actual show and see how things actually work. These guys have already been clipped for the year, so they're kind of like you get haircuts. They get haircuts too. They got to stay nice and cool. But they're very smart and very clever. They know when you're playing around, and they love attention. These are some of the best ones I've had in a really long time. I've had some affectionate ones. My ones throughout the barn, like I said, it's starting to get nap time, so they're kind of starting to wind down. But this is the life of a show pig. Thank you guys.
Jacob Fullerton, Faith Peck, Dylynn Cubbage, Ella Jacobs, Romeo Fullerton, Brooklyn Snyder, and Colin Russell. Repeating the champion middleweight at this time. Rank number 6. Heavyweight division.